1970, the year American muscle cars hit their absolute peak. Every company was locked in a horsepower arms race. Ford, Chrysler, General Motors, each brand battling for the title of Street King. But that year, Chevrolet unleashed something that blew everyone away. The 454 cubic inch LS6 V8. This wasn't just an engine, it was a statement. The biggest, baddest, most powerful big block V8 ever dropped into a production car. Engine design and specs. Now, let's talk engineering. The Chevy LS6, 7.4 liters, 454 cubes, a massive 11.25 to 1 compression ratio. A Holley 800 CFM 4-barrel carburetor, one of the hardest-hitting performance carbs of its era. On the spec sheet, 450 horsepower, 500 pound-feet of torque. But on the dyno, this beast pushed out over 500 awesome horses. Imagine it. In 1970, the average car buyer could walk into a Chevy dealer and drive out with more horsepower than most modern supercars. This wasn't about comfort or fuel economy. It was built for one thing: domination. The cars that carried the LS6. Chevrolet stuffed this monster into its most iconic machines. The most famous, the 1970 Chevelle SS 454 LS6. It also powered the Corvette, and in ultra-rare cases, even the Camaro. But when you hear LS6, you think of the Chevelle SS first. A plain-looking body, but under the hood, a monster. 0 to 60 in around 5 seconds. The quarter mile in under 13 seconds. For 1970, those numbers were absolute insanity. The Chevelle SS 454 LS6, a street-legal drag car, plain and simple. Rivals and competition. Of course, Chevy didn't fight alone. Ford had its 429 Cobra Jet, the mighty Boss 429. Chrysler ruled with the legendary 426 Hemi, the so-called king of the muscle car era. But here's the secret: many racers thought the LS6 was more consistent than the mighty Hemi. The Hemi made crazy power, but needed constant tweaking. The LS6? Brutal, straight from the factory performance. Ford's 429 was powerful, but the LS6 Chevelle? That was the car that earned true street respect. Short-lived glory. But here's the tragedy. The LS6's glory was short-lived. After 1970, everything changed. The oil crisis hit, gasoline prices spiked, ensuring a 400-plus horsepower car? Nearly impossible for most. New government emissions laws came in 1971. Compression ratios dropped. Power disappeared. Within just 2 years, one of history's greatest engines was gone. Legacy. Spot a 1970 Chevelle SS 454 LS6 today, and you're not just looking at a car. You're staring at the very peak of the muscle car era. At auction, these legends fetch hundreds of thousands, because the LS6 was more than speed. It was an attitude, an era when American engineers pushed every boundary, when horsepower, not efficiency, was the real goal, and the LS6 was king of them all.